Okay, so let's begin with the slideshow. So basically, what makes a presentation or anything interesting? It is the power of the words, or we can say, use the word content. And that is why we are here today to learn why it is so important and how we can utilize it in our lives. So this is an ad. I want everyone to see this ad. And
And just before that,
yes,
sorry to interrupt, Devansh.
yes, sir.
And I mean, we are anyway going to show an ad, right? So I thought we
Yes,
could quickly, I mean, tell, a few words about our team and why we are here to have this session,
yes,
and just like a
surely.
basic context, maybe.
Okay, so guys, we are the Think Digital, and the session we are today for is the weekend productive session. As you all know, we have different domains in our club, and what we want to do is basically create a network of students, and we are here to, like, everyone has selected their domains, and we want everyone to learn something. And it is not something like we are giving you courses or something. We all over here have different experiences. Someone is an alumni, someone is a senior of yours, and we all are trying to collect all those resources and knowledge in one place to share with you all. And we have students from SRM, and we also have students from out of the SRM, like basically all over the India. We try to have as many as students possible, and our
Yeah,
motive is to create the network. Is where if you want to
yeah.
add something.
Yeah, sure. That was good, Devansh. And something that I would like to emphasize here is that those who are here right now in this call, are generally from SRM University, and the reason why we are here is, just to take an opportunity to step into the team. And for that, we really believe that just picking up people into the team just based on their skills may not really make sense for the people those who are really interested, right? I'm pretty sure every one of you are interested to do something good for the team and for the students community, as well as you guys are more passionate towards achieving something in your career. But probably just because you do not know something that another person might know, you shouldn't miss an opportunity, right? So for that, we just thought we can directly go with some kind of a workshop which will give you complete knowledge or probably an awareness about what exists in this domain and how it can help you, and what you can basically do to start with that particular domain. All right. So that's the reason we are starting with the workshop, and please don't consider, as Devansh has already mentioned, please don't consider this to be a course of just 1 or 2 days. It is basically a live workshop wherein you can interact very well and ask your doubts and clarify whatever whatever queries that you may have. Okay. So yeah, that is it. I just wanted to make it clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So it is very important to have the concept in mind before beginning. And now going on to the presentation. So basically, this company is a camera, like it manufacture cameras, and they build a ad. And they themselves, like, it is not me saying that this is the most boring ad. They themselves, this tagline is the company's only, and they told everyone that this is the most boring ad ever made. And like there was a crazy reaction, like till today people have not seen the ad completely. Like it is a 45 minutes ad, like it is just crazy. But people remember the company to make this ad. So this is the power of media. Like you can, it is in your hand. Basically it is like internet only, and like the coin has two sides, good or bad. So it is like for media also. And media also depends not only on you who is creating, but also the viewer also. And that is why it is very essential to learn these skills, to have a good content marketing mindset and skills, tools, everything. So this is a basic to know. Before moving on to anything, we should know what content is. And I would like, if anybody wants to answer, like, what content is according to them, it will be very great if we get some answers. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. No issues. So basically, what content is? Content is a larger part of your everyday life. Basically, you see content everywhere. Like if you move out, you see the billboards and everything. And then at your home, like in today's work from home culture, we watch TVs, we watch Netflix, or anything we watch. There are ads in between. And even if you listen songs, you get ads, like audio ads you get. Then on television we get the normal ads. Then on Instagram, the social media, which is the mass creation of the content in today's generation, and in future it will be the I believe like 90-95% of it will be dominated by social media. And we see lot of different variety of content, and it influences our life. That is why it is so important, and it is hard to avoid as well. You can't avoid a content. Like you have seen companies like Swiggy, Spotify, Netflix coming up with brilliant ideas, and you can't avoid them. It attracts us toward their, like what they want to. Like every company has a motive. They are not creating just to, like, to visualize or like to make something that we can just see and enjoy. They want to sell something to their audience, and it can be anything. It can be a product, it can be a message, it can be a service, anything. And for that they use content. As a students, we use content for self motivation and also to build a personal brand. So personal brand is something which we can have a whole separate session, and we can learn about how to create a personal brand. But the major part is content which we use to create a personal brand. So content creation is the process of generating topic. So basically you need an idea. You can't just create anything. You need idea to work upon. And basically this is what content is. You need a motive and some idea to work upon. So basically this is a very nice, I found a very nice meme to describe this. Like 10 years before, we were getting letters, but now we are getting mails. And I saw people posting images that they got a letter and they make such a huge thing of it, because nowadays the generation is all about content marketing and digital marketing. And these are few advertisements. I like guarantee like most of you have seen Zomato and these ads somewhere on Instagram, Twitter, or somewhere. And over here this is a pedigree ad. So they came up with the ad like pet can make any picture lighten up. So over here this is a sugar free ad. And this FAFSA is a US government agency, so they are basically for student aid. So this was a meme created by, so these are all sort of content only.
Yeah, and just to add up something there,
Yes.
so the primary thing when you, I mean, hear about content, probably we all get in our mind like it has to be written in some way, or probably it has to be captured in a very amazing way. But what really matters is it has to just, I mean, have a meaning in it, right? But to be honest, I mean, to be so literal with the word, when you say content, it is just a matter of anything. It can be a audio or whatever it is. I mean, you'll be I mean, looking at multiple types of contents. But Devansh, can you just go a step ahead, I mean, behind,
Yes.
I mean, to, yeah. So when you see these contents, right, I mean, this is not just a matter of those clicks which I mean, which they call it as a content. It is basically something that they want to impact the audience, they want to attract people. And definitely there is something more than a content here. But throughout this workshop you will be learning how to create a content. But beyond that, like, what is more important is when you have your content, how you formulate it, and then how you emphasize what you want to express, right? So throughout this workshop, like, you have to be so attentive and ensure that you learn how to create the contents. And out of that you can apply every sort of creativity that you have limitlessly. And definitely I mean, these kind of uh, I mean, contents are just not the contents. I mean, you will get the essence behind this, right? So yes, Devansh, yeah, you can continue.
So this is the most important part. Types of content. Like you can't, there are so many platforms present, as you can see in the image also, and you must recognize some of them. Like we have Twitter, Wikipedia, Pinterest, and these are only few. We have so many platforms, and there are like number of types of content as well. You can't write each and every content on every platform. Like basically you can write, but you will not get the desired audience. So before moving on to the audience part and powering your content, let's discuss what are the types of content. And also I want you to like, while discussing, if you are already into the content marketing or in school also, even if you have participated in some competition or you write somewhere, just write in the chat what type of content do you write. Yeah, it can be article, blogs, or anything. If you ever have written, it can be even poems or anything you write, you can mention in the chat. So basically, the type of contents we have mentioned over here are blogs, which is the most you have seen, like articles and blogs, and these two things are different. I've seen people comparing these two things. So articles are quite longer, and blogs are from 300 to 1,000 words, and articles can be a little bit longer. So we have various places where we can write these things, and we will be discussing those platforms later. But you must have heard of Medium, and LinkedIn article is there. Then you can write articles and blogs on various places. Then there are ebooks, like you must have heard of Kindle, which is one of the leading ebooks provider today in today's generation. Then there are visual images, videos. These are the most viewed content. Like you must be thinking, it is a very general category, but videos and images are the something like which we view the most. Then the live content. So in today's generation of YouTube and those things, live content is, I believe, like it is gaining attraction day by day. And there are vlogs you must have seen in lockdown. You must be seeing someone else vlogs on YouTube. Then there are infographics. So what is infographic? So infographic is something, it is an image, and it tries to describe various facts and things about the topic which is being described. I will be showing you an infographic later, what exactly it is with an example. And then we have reviews, testimonials. So we have reviews of many things. Like you must have seen reviews of books, reviews of movies, or anything like any show, online show. We first see the review and then we go on to see the show. Then we have, okay, so event and so if you have participated in content creation in your school, so this was the most happening topic. Like for you have to write content about some event, like there's Children's Day or something happening in the school, so you have to write about that. And basically in the college also you will be having events, so you will be writing about that. So this was the type of content. And if you ever have written something like this, or you want to do one of these things, you can mention in the chat what you like from these categories. So the next thing is, like, after knowing the types of content, the next most important thing is what is your content plan. So this is very important. And as I told, there are a lot of platforms and a lot of types of content, so you should have a concrete plan. Like needing a plan is very important for anything, I believe. And if you are writing, so basic, I will move on to the next slide where we have categorized these all content types into three categories. And then it will be easy for you to like segregate and have a concrete content plan. So these are the three categories: social media, website, and blog content. And this was a viral image which we all have must have seen. And so basically these are the three type of categories. So social media contains all the platform like Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, everything. Then we have the website content. Like before social media came, we every company, or if we had a personal website also, we used to put up the content on the website, and there were hyperlinks which would take us to other website and web pages. So this was the older form of the content, and which is prevalent nowadays also, because websites are never going to end up. And then we have the blog content. So blog content have a different audience, and you need to have like passion for writing so that you can end up writing a blog or article. So when you know which type of content you are writing, basically. So for example, I select post, blogs or articles. Then I will select which platform should I choose, and so it will fall in the blog content. And I will choose, for example, Medium. You must have heard of Medium website. So there are many any other website you can take, and then I decide, okay, I have to write a blog. Then the next thing is to decide of an idea or a theme for which I will be writing. So this is all. You can see there is a timeline forming, and you should write down. Like I think writing down is the best thing. And as a social media manager or something, you should track down your things. So So then after deciding all those things, we come to a part where we need to create compelling content. What does this mean? So it is like one thing is like you are writing and writing and writing, but no one is liking. Then at one point you want that others should appreciate your work, and for that you should know what others want, because you can't be speaker centric. So there is a very like when you will come into third fourth year and when you will be giving your interviews, you will come across like TEDx speeches and all those things. So people tell that you should not be speaker centric. That means like you just like something, that is okay, but you can't always write that only, because if you're writing on a public platform, if you're writing in your note or diary, so it doesn't mean you can write anything, it is a personal diary. But when you are writing on a public platform, it should be appreciated, or I can say it should be, it can be both criticized, appreciated, both, but it should be viewed by more people. And for that, here are a few steps what you can do. So group brainstorming, like sit with your groups, sit with your classmates, and think like if you like football, so sit with the people who like to play football or view news about that, and you will get lot of ideas about that. You can see what sort of content they like. Are they liking videos contents, are they liking live streaming, are they listening to podcasts? So you can then like brainstorming always helps. Then ask your readers and take a feedback. Like feedback is the most important thing, even in development and even in content creation in any field. So basically after writing you can just have a feedback form, and you can share it among your readers and they can provide you feedback. So this is a very important thing. Like as a club, we also as Think Digital, after each and every activity, we provide a feedback form, and so that it helps us to improve the next time, and then interview someone. So these all steps are not necessary for each type of content, but these are some random steps which you can go through, like guest post. So guest post is like we have seniors in a college. Like when you are in a college, you can ask some of your senior to help you with the content and provide you, like they can share your content. It will give you a boost, because the senior, like they have a more serious, I can say, or they are placed in some company, so they have more reliability, and if they share your content you will get more likes and it will be viewed more. So like you must have seen Netflix like ad for the coming upcoming series Money Heist, and they have created a very nice ad on the Netflix India channel in which they have featured all the Indian actors and actresses. So this is the power of guest. Like you will get a variety of audience and you will get more views. No, so this is a very important point. It is not important always to write original content. So this doesn't mean you copy anyone or something like that. It is just like if you are interested, like what I used to do, like in college, whenever I go to a meetup session or some guest used to come, I used to listen that and note down the important things. Then I came back at my room in the hostel and I used to write some sort of content on LinkedIn, that today I went to this lecture or this guest session, and these were the important points, and I used to tag that person also. And amazingly I got replies couple of times from the host itself, and they appreciated that it is very well curated. So these are some things you can do and it is very helpful in your life. So share your experience and drawbacks. This is also very important. Like in content creation, it is not that you can share your feelings or something, that if it is not getting likes or something, you can just share it on the feed itself. Like you can tell people like, I like these sort of content, but it is not getting approval from the audience. What should I do next? So you will get a lot amount, like you will get lot of reviews and lot of ideas from there as well. Then the last point is reshare your older content to new users. So basically, in your content creation journey, you will be having people joining at various stages. So if you have some post that you shared a long time back and you want people to see it again, you can reshare it. It is never bad to reshare, and you can add few new things, new links into that. So okay, now we will be having an activity, and for this, I need
And
everyone to
before,
interact.
sorry to interrupt, I see.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
I mean, before we get into that activity, can we
Yes.
have some, I mean, someone from the audience who can, I mean, who can see, or maybe who can, the, Devansh, can you just put up that, I mean, the latest slide where you had listed the,
Yes,
I mean, the
just a
compelling
second.
contents? Yeah. So can we have someone from the audience who can look at that list and say what exactly are we trying to make you understand?
May I?
Yes,
Hello.
go
Yes,
ahead.
Jaren, go ahead.
Yeah, like our content should be attractive and it should be more useful to the receiver, or it should be very useful for the organization which make us a content writer. So our content should be in a very good manner. Like it should, if we are writing content for inviting some webinar or some other events, it should be like they should read our content and they should come to us. They should reach us and they should know more about the events or the webinar. Like in that way, it should be. So we should research more and we should prepare it in a very well manner. And we can also share with our juniors so they can also know more about content writing.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's great. Appreciate that. And anyone else, who has some thoughts from this slide? Okay, let me rephrase it in a different way. Probably you can just, go through that list once again and see how many times have you come across such incidents in your life, right? These are probably the compelling contents. That's what the title says, right? But beyond this, how many incidents are you coming up? You're coming across in your life every day. Now, can you tell what we are trying to put in your brain now? What Jaren said was absolutely right, and everything that he told is definitely making sense. But whatever Jaren said also came up finally to a point that which we all want to know. That's the base, I would say, which Jaren has already understood it within himself. With which he was able to explain it. So, what is that point? The core point. Um, Even Jaren can answer that again if he can think about it.
Like I'm not sure about that. Like uh, we should put our work and we should research more,
Yes,
or
awesome. You're almost coming there. You're getting the hottest spot. Come on, come on.
uh, like we should not stop, or we should research more and more, and we should know we should get an idea about everything, or so that uh, it will be easy for us to write a content or
Great,
something like that.
great. But the time that you take for researching, right? You need something just before you start your research. Just before you start your research, there has to be something.
Like referring some other contents or something like
All
that.
right. But before referring to some other content, what is the primary source that you would be referring to?
Other contents maybe.
No, before going to other content, something that you would be referring to. uh, i mean you're almost there. Probably my next word would be the answer, maybe.
Yeah, by thinking ourselves we'll be writing
Perfect,
a
perfect.
framework.
Yes. So you have something that is coming up from you, right? So
Yeah,
that spark, right? So that spark is basically what we need for any content, and that spark comes every moment in your life. And it doesn't mean that you need to find out a spark, right? Instead, what you can actually think is that you are going to document each and everything that you are doing and that you see in your life. That is the ultimate answer for creating a content. Okay, you have to just keep documenting stuff, right? So if you have to document, you have to feel it. You have to feel the importance of what is happening around you. Okay, so let's say if I go to a shop today and I see a person like who is trying to buy something, but he doesn't have a change, and I feel that okay, I can give him something and make a change, and probably that is something that I can document, right? And if I see somebody who is really working hard and he is taking, putting in a lot of efforts for the public, then that is a documenting one. And if you are a person who is really productive enough every day in your life, you can be documenting your own life, right? So the core of each and every list that Devansh has talked so far is basically the documenting. So starting from the top to the bottom, each and everything, if you see, there is a documentation that's happening there. Okay, are you getting the point, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So how many of you guys are not able to understand? Feel free, you can just raise your hands or just comment.
Actually, I have a doubt.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
But how documentation will help
Mm.
us in writing a good content? Because if I'm helping someone, or
Mhm.
that doesn't make a content, right?
Of course, yeah. That is just one of the examples. But let me say, we have I mean, we have a team that's running. Okay, I personally talk to at least 5 to 10 people every day. Okay, I have a one-on-one call with them, and I have a good discussion with them. And definitely, I would have discussed at least five major important points. With that person, right? So if I document each and everything, I'll be able to come up with the content saying that, okay, whatever the context of the topic that we had, right? I can write up. It could be probably the 5 points that he was really lacking, the person to whom I was talking, or probably it can be the 5 points which I felt myself to be improved, right? So each and every such documentation is a content for you.
Okay, so according to that topic, it will be.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, if you are a person who wants to write content for students, then when you talk to a student, you will get to know some kind of an insight from the person, right? So based upon that, you will be able to come up with your own content.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so is everyone clear with what we are trying to come up with, the whole thing? We haven't yet started the real the real core part of the content and things. We are still having a lot of things to do in this workshops itself. But right now, at this point, is everyone clear with what is the content and how we can come up with the content? Just drop a yes, guys, in the comment. You don't have to really come up and talk. Yeah. Okay, awesome. We have a question in the comment. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Would you be asking or typing? Probably typing. Okay, that is a bit, bit more, more concentrated question. Probably we'll cover that as well. But at this point, as you have clearly said, representing yourself in creating a video is as well a content, right? So for the context, up to what we have discussed so far, I believe that you have already got your, a clear understanding. Even creating a video is a content. I appreciate that. Okay, like how to make videos to showcase your talent and attract the audience. Awesome. This is more specific to your video contents, right? We'll definitely cover that in the session itself. So I guess if you got the idea of this content, what content basically is, I guess we can move ahead, and we'll definitely cover these questions before we wind up this session. Is that cool, Ria? And by with your questions, I really feel that you have understood it, what we have been talking so far. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I guess we can continue, Devansh.
Yes, so basically we are having the activity next, and So guys, see, so in the coming workshop and this workshop also, this is we will be having many activities to bring out the content creator in everyone, and this is the first activity. And there is no restraint. You just need to think about a startup. Like with startup, we mean any theme you need to think. Like you want to have a technology business, or you want to have a a food company, and you need to come up with a tagline. So we will be giving you just now couple of minutes to think about a tagline, and then we want from everyone a tagline about their startup and what is the startup like. Basically, first you need to tell what is the startup and then the tagline which you are coming up with. So I think so. Let's continue with the other slides, and then I will give you 10 minutes, and about after that we can come up with the taglines. So I hope everyone understands what is the activity, and we need everyone to have a tagline for their startup.
Is everyone
Guys,
clear
please
with
drop
the
a yes in the chat if you understand the activity. I want everyone to give a yes if you understand.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, that's great.
Okay, I think so. Everyone understood this, and so just keep thinking about the tagline. Okay, guys.
Okay,
We'll
so we
move.
have four startup founders. Awesome. Nice. So feel free to name your startup as well, guys. Feel free. I mean, it can be of any domain. It can be of any vertical, horizontal, whatever. Right? You can feel free to have it as anything. You don't have to really limit yourself. Yep. Let's see how your startup journey is coming up, and you will really find something cool towards the end of the session. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
Just
Great.
get please try to explore your imagination itself. Don't restrain it. Come up with some nice ideas, and we want to like we can think like you will come up with nice taglines. So moving on to the next slide. So now we have some like important stuff related to the content. Until now, we were just discussing what sort of content are there and the platform available and basics of content creation. Now, this is also the basics only, but this is about how to write the content and how you can be different from others. Different from others, like why your content will be highlighted more than the other content, because you will get on a particular topic you will get many content, but it is there are few things which will attract the audience more for a particular article or a piece of content. So this is the first thing, to have a great headline. Like basically for me also, and I think so most of the people, it is the headline or it is the feature image. Like for YouTube videos or something, you must have seen it is their headlines, like or the image which attracts you and you quickly click on the link and want to read about it, and you don't know what is inside, like the content is good or not, it is just the headline. So before giving your head, like you have something in mind, so before just writing that, you can research about that, like what people have came up with, what are the other ideas for that same topic, and then what you were having earlier in mind. And over here, as Bhaiya told that brainstorming will help you writing down things and then eliminating some of those things and coming to a conclusion. This is why it helps, like in anything basically. And for headlines also, you can do this same process. Then you have unique headlines. Okay, so different is better than better. So yes, so if you have a unique headline, then it is the best part. Like if you're having something unique, you do not need to worry about the competition. You're coming up with something unique, and never fear to risk in the content world, because you don't know when your content goes viral. As you must have seen, like some crazy things are getting viral these days. So never fear like what you're coming up with. Just try new things, and if the content already present, then do the research. So ultra specific headline. So basically, it is not that if you are writing about a particular player, if you like meant Elon Musk, basically. So you should not write about like in the headline that Tesla and Microsoft and all the terms should not be there. Just be specific, like life story of Elon Musk. So something conclusive so that people understand. So these are some other important points. Summarize the. So basically, it is never good to like stretch your content or stretch your words. Like when speaking, also because time is a very important factor, and people like day by day the attraction time and the span of viewing content is decreasing. We want more shorter content and videos and stuff, and that is why it is very good to summarize your content, like write both thing, have a summary of your content as well and a long version also. If you have done hard work or you have researched a lot, publish both basically. And if people like your summary, the summarized content, then they will definitely read the whole thing also. Make it clear, and to understand that it is clear, not like sometimes it happens. I feel that I am writing a good blog or a good article, but people are not able to understand only what is the meaning or the outcome of that. So then the comments or the feedback will help you. So see what the people are writing. Like if they are telling something bad, also like always take that as a like when I was used to write the blogs on Medium, I was getting very few attraction in the sense likes and comments and all those stuff. So I started to add stories in my blogs, and then I used to add a link, hyperlink at the end to read more about it. And then I started getting more views and likes. So these are few things you need to sit down, analyze, and then come to a conclusion. Focus on quality, not quantity. So this is like you must have heard it from the starting of your school life also in many things. And basically quality is always better than the quantity. You are writing 100 blogs, it will not matter. And if you write one good blog and it goes viral, then everyone will be like they will love your content, like they will wait for your next piece to come up, and you can come up with in any time.
Yeah,
But
and what that also means,
yes,
yeah, I
we
mean,
go.
what that also means is that you shouldn't just wait for that quality content, that one content which is going to get viral, okay? Because you don't create a content to become viral. It's your audience who make it viral. So it has to be quality as per your brain and as per your, I mean, your satisfaction. Okay, you cannot wait and you cannot just wait and find that one best content and then post. If that is the case, then probably you will have to wait for days or months, and then you might probably end up losing the audience, right? Just wanted to make that clear there.
Yes, yes. This is a very important point. I forgot. Like, you need to keep trying before, as I told you, like taking risk is very important. And whatever you're passionate about, keep writing and don't like wait for likes and all those things. It is an important point to analyze if you are audience centric. But if you are writing for your passion or something, just keep writing and keep creating videos and stuff. All those things. So, okay. So this is a very important, and you will find it whenever you will go to some meetup or somewhere. When they talk about the content, this is the inverted pyramid theory, and basically what it tells, it describes about how your content should look like. So over here, I am talking about the textual content. That is the blogs, articles, guides, anything like which have a length of more than 200, 300 words. So even shorter, like LinkedIn feeds also, you write shorts. So what should be the like content structure? You can't write anything. So we have the lead, which is the headline. It contains the headline and the starting line. Like you must have seen people writing quotations when they start. People start with stories. Like on LinkedIn, you must have seen people writing some story in the beginning. Then you get hooked, and then you read the below part. What they want to say. Then the below part which I'm talking about is the body, which is the most crucial info, as it will convey the main message you want to say. So if you are looking for a job, even so it's like small things, like if you are posting something on LinkedIn about your profile even, so the main body should be conclusive, like what you are looking for. So in a video also, okay, let's take a video also. In the video, like you start with some like hook. You must have seen in YouTube, like people put the most interesting part in the starting and then they start the video again. So the first part is to get people get audience hooked, then the main body is there, and then the end part. So end part should contain all the excessive info. Like if you're coming up with some new blog or new article, it can contain that. Or if you want to link up to some other people's content, like this is a extended version of my content, then you can link up that also. You can ask feedback over there itself in the tail. Like if you ask for a comment also, like I will appreciate any comments on the blog, whatever you feel. So in the tail these things can come. And this is very important to structure, basically structure your and be consistent. Like uh, be consistent about what you are writing and have a structure in your mind. So again, these are some very important things to keep in mind. And write for your top audiences. So basically in starting you don't need to think this. Okay, so this is something for people who are already in the field and writing. But you can uh, like I'm telling you, you can keep it in mind for further, like after 1-2 years when you will be creating content. And then right for your top audiences means is that you should also pay focus on the group of people. Like there are 1,000 people in the room and 100 are reading your blogs, so you should not write your content for the 1,000 people. Like always you need to keep in mind the 100 people also that are loyal to you from the starting. So this means basically this. It is a very deep concept and we can discuss it later also. If you are writing into the content, you can ask us personally also. We can if you need any help about this. So write a better post than others. So basically what this means is like this is basically what competition is there over. Like you must have seen Zomato and Swiggy. So they are in competition of created great attractive ads. Like both are coming up with nice ads. And you must have seen the Neeraj Chopra thing also. Like as he won, all the media agency came up with ads instantly. So and they are coming up with brilliant ideas. So you need to be better than the other. Like if you are in a race of likes and all those things, then you need to be better. Otherwise, it is fine. Then evergreen content is always like it is not like you write once in a year and leave it. You should like if you have a storyline to tell, or if you are regular with your content, like if you are writing about football, keep updating your viewers. Like if you have a audience, you write 10 blogs and then you leave suddenly, then your audience will be left thinking where is the writer or something like that. So think about evergreen content, how you can come up with content that exists for a longer time. Then so yes, so basically the last one, don't forget the visual content. Basically this means like this is the fact, like we read text very less, but whenever there are visual appealing images, then it is very attractive. And below you can see ROT. So this is a short form usually used in the marketing world. The redundant content, the outdated and trivial content. Try to avoid all these three types of content. Basically, rot, it means together, and try to keep these things away. Like research a lot before coming up to a content, and if others are using the same thing, then there's no point to write the same thing. Like come with some new things, like, and there's always a perspective that belongs to you only. Like even if you copy someone else, but you can provide a perspective, a feedback, and write the content again from your behalf. And it will always be better than copying someone or writing something outdated or trivial. So, okay. So, leveraging social media. Uh, okay, I suppose, like, I assume everyone is thinking of a tagline. After this topic, we will be coming to the activity. So, just gear up and we will be seeing the taglines, what you have come up with. What does leveraging social media means? So, we will be having another session separately on social media, but basically if I want to tell, so social media is a very important part of our life and everybody is using, like in lockdown, so there's a amazing boom in social media and it was already booming. And every business, every media agency, every digital agency is coming to social media to provide their content, to provide their product and service. And this is what it means to leverage the social media. And as a student we should know how we can leverage social media. So if you are digital, like for in first and second year, I used to do Photoshop. So I had a different page on Instagram, and I used to put my Photoshop content over there. And like I got very few likes, but it was very nice to have a different page and different community over there itself. And I used to share it on my original Instagram page stories, and whoever likes it, they will follow up the page. So you can leverage the social media like this. Then if you are a writer, you can write blogs and those stuff, as I told. Then if you are attending the meetups and guest sessions, like in college you will be, you can write about those. And then there are events like in college, like there will be some stand-up show or nuclear, someone will be there, rock performance, something, you can record that as a vlog. Nowadays vlogs are prevalent. You can create a vlog. It is a video content, and these days it is like gaining a lot of popularity. So this is how as a student we can leverage the social media. Like in college you must have seen the startup thing. So like my friends only started a business of clothing line, and they created jerseys of football teams, and they use social media so nicely. They put their content over there, and they used to keep on stalls on the events when we had in college. And they used to share their social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram, over there, and they gained for popularity, and now they are having a decent business out of that. So this is how as a student we can leverage the social media. So this was a study. Like next slide is an image which shows the millennial generation X. So the basically our generation and the upcoming generations, they usually after following a brand, like I usually like Nike, Jordans, and all these things. So I followed all these pages on social media, and I'm so much influenced by the story they post and the timeline they have created, and I want to desperately buy a Jordan. Like it is a different thing if you can buy or not, but the branding will affect you so deeply that you will ultimately buy their product. So as a student, I want to say, like on LinkedIn, if you will check someone's profile, and if they are active on LinkedIn, they keep on posting content related to something which they like. And then someday some HR or someone from the media agency or some company will see that, okay, this guy is writing consistently, and his content has a very fresh perspective, and you will get the attraction from there. So basically, if it is the same thing for a company selling a product, or it is as a student you are selling yourself as a personal brand or something. So this is the last thing for leveraging. I want to tell, like figure out your audience preferences. So as a student, you need to figure out why you are posting the content and for whom you are posting. Like, are you posting for the other student community, or are you posting for the companies to notice you? So you need to know your audience. Create the engaging content. That is the key thing. You need to keep the content engaging and be responsive. And offer if what is not for us, be responsive means that if someone is liking the content, providing feedback in the post, you should reply them. Like it is a good thing to reply them, or at least like the efforts of the audience also, because they will stay with you for a longer time, and you will notice that it will help you a lot. They will share it to their friends, and then the community will grow and grow. And this is how we leverage social media, like mostly by sharing, connecting with more people, and forming a larger community. So, like there was a study by Twitter also in 2016 that 49% of Twitter users said they relied on recommendations and reviews by influencers. So this is the fact. Like what influencers are telling today, we are getting into that loop. Whatever you say, and we are getting attracted to the things. So it is a good thing. Like it is nothing bad, and we can take advantage of that. So before moving further, let's start with the activity.
Sure. And in
Yes,
the
Vivek, can you
meantime,
proceed with the?
um, yeah, I just wanted to quickly check. So, I mean, in the last two or three slides, right, we have been seeing something related to social media, and we were just trying to, I mean, say how we could leverage social media uh, to actually, I mean, provide more liveliness to the contents, right? Are you able to correlate this with the content creation? Are you able to correlate with any content with whatever we have been speaking in the last two or three videos? Feel free to unmute and speak, or you could probably comment it, whatever suits you better.
Because it's very important, uh, to break
Are you
down
able to get
things.
that? Yeah, right. So if you are able to correlate this, the first part that we discussed about the content and the second part about the leveraging the social media, if you are able to correlate it, you're already on the go.
Act- uh, like uh, it that wait a minute, like social media help us to connect with more and more people, as you have shown some numbers there, like,
Yes.
so whatever content we write in social media, it spread like a fire in a forest. So
Hmm.
we can reach out to many persons in that way. It will help us,
Great.
I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right, Jaran. So basically, whatever you guys create has to reach out to people, right? So in the olden days, you would have seen people would have just, I mean, written bigger billboards, and they would have just, held it up on their hands, and even nowadays, right? They have placards which they just, lift up and then march for some kind of a protest. Everything is a content, right? Even just a small piece of slogan that you write and show is a content. So when this complete world is, I mean, totally turning to this online platform, I mean, the online medium, and wherein we have multiple platforms, and really we have to utilize every content that we make on these platforms, because that's the primary gateway, I would call, between you and me, right? If at all you want to tell something, you open up a chat and talk to me, right? But what if you want to tell to a group of people whom you do not know, whom you already know? They know what you do and they know what you care about, they know your thoughts, but we need to talk to people who do not know you and who you do not know, right? So by using this social media, you're going to spread out your thoughts, your emotions, and I mean your content, basically. Okay. So now you're able to get it, right? Others, those who were still thinking. It's not
Also,
really mandatory that you guys know it already. Just feel free if you do not understand something. Okay, so we can
anything
continue this
related
to
to the
the
structure, if you
understanding.
want to ask,
Yeah.
or leveraging part is okay, but regarding the structure also I discuss. So if you want to ask anything regarding this, you can ask.
Yes, Aditya. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. I just wanted to ask that sometime it happens that when we go through the comment section of on YouTube or any other place, so we can see that there are negative comments. Like some are for our benefits, like some say that these things are lagging in your content, but some are like bullying and other things. So how can we
Hmm.
come up? Like how can we handle that those things like bullying and all?
Okay, I can give you 2 points there. One thing, ignore. Okay. The second thing is something for you, that is, you can really be happy about it. I mean, if you are really able to make your mind to be happy about that, it's going to be a different, different level of, uh, I mean, preserving things. Basically, the reason why I say you have to be happy about that is that person is taking a moment from their life, from their precious life. They are spending their time to come to your account, wherein you have spent your own time, and they have literally, opened their keyboard and they have typed out things, and they have left out a comment there, and that's in no way, I mean, YouTube is, not just YouTube but anywhere, right? They're not going to consider that comment to be a positive one or negative one. Until now, there has been no sentimental analysis on any comments, right? But what is really a benefit for you is the engagement, right? Regardless of it being a positive one or a negative one, you are going to get an engagement. So when you say comments, right, you can directly think about LinkedIn. Regardless of it being a positive content or negative content, or even if it is just a smiley based content, if a person just comments, it is going to, just open up a new gateway for you to reach out to his audiences, right? You will be directly reaching out to his audiences whenever whenever they comment on your post. So in that case, you really have to be happy that okay, you got an engagement, and it's going to ensure that the points or the score of your post has got increased. Okay, and you really don't have to think anything bad, or you don't really have to take anything personally whenever they come up with the hatred comments. Okay, am I making sense to you, Aditya?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, it may not be a very easy task, though. I mean, during the starting days, it wasn't so easy for me to do. I mean, digest that. But gradually, I started understanding this perspective, and it definitely helps us a lot. Cool. Okay. Anything else, guys? I mean, some other questions or something? Please go ahead. Okay, and in that case, like when we talk about social media, and since Aditya has just boosted up a point of comment, right? Even this comment is a very good source of creating content, right? Let's say you see 1,000 comments in your post. I mean, let's not go so much. Let's see, there are 10 comments in your post. Probably you can even curate those contents in your own perspective and say how people of your audience are thinking, right? You can basically understand what the people are thinking and what people really want to see, right? You can learn from their comments. You can learn from their their way of looking at your post, right? You can curate your content to expand the reach, right? Just wanted to make a note there. Okay, awesome. We have another startup with its tagline. Awesome.
Okay, are they typing in the chat?
Yeah, yes, they are
Okay.
typing it in the chat, and I think you have to move to the one and see.
Okay. Okay. So the first one is Jerin Joy, and the startup is based on robotics and makes brilliant progress. Okay, cool. Guys, if you want to explain the thought process also, you can unmute and tell. There's no problem in that. It will be great to
It's
hear. Yes, Jerin.
it's like robots will be more accurate in their works, right? So makes bold moves. So in that way, I think and I write it.
Okay, cool. Great. Let me see if I have not missed anyone. Okay, guys. So this is the time. I everyone share your taglines. Are you okay? It's okay to write in the chat only. And if you want to tell, just unmute and tell. So we have Surya also, community for learning. It is his theme for the startup. And his tagline is we work together and grow together. Okay, nice. Decent tagline for a community for learning.
And yeah, we have from Aditya as well.
Okay, okay, yes. I was thinking of okay, mobile phone company with a tagline, let's upgrade. Uh, Aditya, can you explain your tagline for the thing?
Yeah, like in today's world, we all need that. We should have the latest smartphones in our hand. So every time any mobile phone is launched, we just expect some upgraded version of that. So I think that this tagline will suit it better.
Awesome, awesome. You're basically triggering the people to keep upgrading their
Yeah,
smartphones.
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. Okay, Surya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, would you like to
Uh,
expand your thought? Yeah.
yeah, actually, this community actually is for like startup for the students. Like as so many people are unable to access to all the courses, and they are like they don't have many friends. So it's like a community where all of the students can come together and can learn from one another. like all of them can share the resources they have, and the others can share their resources, and all of can like means community in which we all can learn by one another.
Okay, great, Surya.
Awesome, awesome, great. Okay, do we have any more taglines coming up?
As you must
We
have
can,
thought something.
yeah, we have time. You guys can think about it. Even you can take some more time. No worries.
Or if any tagline you like of any other company, you can come up with that also. You can improvise that if you want.
Yeah, there you go. There is another one.
Okay, so Ria, can you explain that? Is it a tagline for the movie or your company's name is this one? Just that. Okay,
Great,
great.
great. I mean, that's how actually a lot of
Yeah, this is how
taglines come up.
imagination works, correct?
Right, right, yeah. So that's good. And to be honest with you guys, I'm probably a bit more transparent. Probably even the ones who are currently in the team also may not be aware of this. But maybe I can reveal it here. Would you guys want to really know that? I mean, something which is a bit resonating to the last comment that we have from Ria. If you guys are interested to know that, maybe you can just let me know. Okay. Okay, awesome. So we have more people. Okay, perfect. So the thing is, the tagline of our team, right? Think Digital. Anyone? Does anyone know that, or did you guys at least notice that somewhere? If you have seen it somewhere, probably a one would be your answer, if not zero.
Like, is it that the one which is under our that Think Digital logo?
That is very small, right? But I mean, are you talking about just the logo or below the
Below the
logo?
logo,
Yeah, something of that sort. Yes, you should find out.
it's like fulfilling the tech thirst.
Okay, cool. And do you find another tagline along with that? Probably in any other sources. I want Rohan not to say, and probably he can wait for some more time. Go ahead, guys. Aditya, Jaren, Surya, and Ria. Somewhere, I mean, you would probably find it in one of our recent posts in our Instagram. If you guys have access, feel free to even look at that. But I mean, I mean, even if you have not seen it, it's totally fine. Probably we need to improve the content and the marketing team here, and I'm pretty sure you guys will, I mean, help us out in that in the future. But okay, let me tell it. But oh yeah, we have Rohan. So Rohan, please
Ah,
go ahead. Now you can reveal.
experience beyond learning, mere
Yes.
learning.
Yeah. So you get the point, right? An experience beyond mere learn, right?
Yeah.
So you know how that came up. It is just a random thought when we were all sitting together and talking about, I mean, how we can, I mean, pull in people for the recruitment during our initial days. Back in 2015, I guess, when we were not even officially registered as a club, we were just thinking of some ways to bring in people. So at that point, it was just a basic statement that was told by a random person from our audience at that moment. They just told we are giving them an experience beyond the just learning, right? So this was just their, I mean, a basic statement they just made. And all of a sudden, I don't know, there is a person called Vatsalya, and he just, I mean, I don't know from where he got that instinct. He just directly stopped him and asked him to say that again. And we really sat on, I mean, changing those, I mean, way of representing the experience and the beyond, and we just changed the word just to mere, and we just came up with the tagline, which has been the one right from the beginning to the end. And this fulfilling tech thirst was something that we specifically use for specific areas. Probably once you get into the team, you will get to understand that. Yeah, but I'm glad you came up with the tagline before Rohan has revealed it. Thank you. Awesome. And thanks, Rohan, for your heads up.
No worries. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. And did you know about this? How we came up with this tagline? I don't think so, but
No, actually not.
okay, okay, awesome. Yeah, but because I haven't talked about this anywhere, but thanks to Ria, she made me recollect that incident. Cool, guys. I mean, was it really worth mentioning, guys? Did you like how it was formed, and did you like the tagline as such? Mm-hmm. I guess many people are yet to like it. I mean, they don't like it, maybe. Can I take it that way? Probably ones and zeros will do. One or zero. Oh man, that's disappointing. Oh, thank you, Surya. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you for the S. Thank you. Yeah, Devansh. Sorry, I took a lot of time from you. Please continue.
No, actually, this is the things we were talking till now. Um how you can collect things, and like in college when you will be meeting each other and forming groups, you will be discussing these things, and this is how the idea come. And this is a major part of content creation. So the last segment of our presentation is a working like an example to demonstrate how powerful the content creation is. And I want everyone to pay focus in the sense we will be having activities related to this tomorrow. So everyone just see what I am going to show. Okay, so yep. So this is a very nice meme. It is showing what have you done in life, and the person is saying, haven't you read my tweets?" And this is what today is. Like people are so active on social media, they are expecting each and everyone that they will know from there. And the example I'm going to show you is regarding a tweet by this person. He's an entrepreneur, Naval Ravikant, and if you are into the social media Twitter space, you must be knowing, or no worries. So in 2018, he shared a thread over here. So basically, okay, I will be showing you also, guys.
Yeah, guys. I mean, have a good observation here. Probably this is going to be, I mean, making a lot of sense when you actually get into your task. Okay, so put up your keen watch here.
Is the Twitter screen visible?
Yeah, Devansh.
Okay, so guys, this was the original, like by this person, Naval Ravikant. He wrote a thread and it went viral at that time. It has 52K retweets, so you can think like on Twitter, it is a big number. And how to get rich without getting lucky. And he has wrote a book also over there. So one type of content is just note down how many types of content we are going to discuss. It is this Twitter thread. As you can see, this is what we call a thread. So if you are not active on Twitter, basically one tweet is called tweet, and when you like have multiple sub tweets under that relating to the main heading, so it is called a thread. So this was the thread. And what happened later as it blown up, you can't imagine how many, like if you search this headline in Google, like this line in Google, you will get thousands of content related to this. Like not even thousands, I'm kidding. Like you can just can't imagine how many content is over there. So, okay, let me present again. This is the second. So one of the person created an infographic. So as I was telling before also, infographic looks something like this. Like it has visual images and it has the content also written about the images, like what does it means, and it is a very, like I find infographic very visually appealing and friendly to, like as a reader to consume. So it is a very nice way to convey anything. So this is the same tweet as I showed you previously on Twitter. He converted into infographic and he also released it on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. And this guy also got lot of views. Second, everyone must be knowing Tanmay Bhatt. And recently he came up with this video with Uncle Varik, who is also a famous entrepreneur, and he was decoding the same Twitter thread on his YouTube video. And you must be knowing how famous Tanmay Bhatt is and how many views this video got, like in lakhs. So, and it is the same content which I showed you previously. So basically, this was the video, and then we have a LinkedIn. Okay, so let me go again back and show you guys. So on LinkedIn, one of the person took those tweets and then wrote an article over here. So, and he added his own points. It is not just he copied those tweet and something. He added more points into this. And this is the thing: how to get rich. Same headline, and with mentioning also. They are mentioning the person also, and they are writing their own content with that. So this was the LinkedIn. So I showed you the infographic, the video, then on LinkedIn, and then we have on Medium also. As I showed, Medium is a blogging website where you can write blogs and articles. If you go to Medium, the person has written the same headline. You will get the mention of that person who has written the original tweet, and then he have written his own. He has got 1.3k likes and 5 comments also he has got. And he has properly, as you can see, like everywhere, the steps to write the content is different, the number of lines is different, the conclusion, like what you want to convey is different, but it is the origin is same place from that Twitter thread. So over here he has written the things, and then he has provided a footnote also, and he has provided a link to that tweet also, so as you can see over here. And he has provided a summary as well, which was posted by Naval Ravikant himself. And let's see, he has got yes, I told you, 5 comments also. So this is the thing, like this is the power of content actually, which I wanted to tell. And this is, we were telling why this is important, because we want you guys to explore various platforms and explore with the content which you are writing. As you saw, these are a few words which he wrote, but how it was conveyed and converted into various platforms and various type of content. So this will be the activity tomorrow, which will be explaining you, okay, what is the activity, what you have to do. But but what we want from you is the startup you told. It should not be the same. You have to think about some company or some brand you want to build, and research, like just research about the various things we talked today, and we will be telling you about the activity tomorrow itself. But I want you to research more about content, what all we talked today, and just go through some of the famous, like just type on Google like some of the famous advertisements, some of the various famous viral blogs, and various things, and you will get to know, like basically what I think is, like it is a psychology game. As I think so Adit asked about the YouTube comments also. It is majorly the psychology part that you need to understand, and you need to understand the psychology of other people also. So some are writing good content, some are criticizing. You need to take the feedback, and some are there just to troll. So you need to ignore them. So this is the way in content creation world, and you need to understand everyone's psychology and what they are liking, what they are not liking, and the main thing is what you are liking and what you are passionate about. So like I could have shared more about this, but these are few of the main examples, and there are various other you will find on the Google if you search about this tweet, and it is a never-ending spiral. And this shows basically how much vast opportunity is present. Like if you like sports, and just now if I take the example of Ronaldo coming to Manchester United, so if you're a sports person, you must have got tweets and some news article. You can describe that about yourself also, like I was a fan of the club and now it is happening what I feel. So this was I was talking about the perception you can provide from your side as a kid, how you thought about it, and how now as a college student how you thought about it. This is not anyone else can do, and no one can steal from you, and you can't steal from anywhere else. So try to provide your own vision to the thing which you are writing or creating, to any image, video, anything it is. So this was it. This was it for the today's presentation. And now I would like to ask, like, if anybody has any doubt or anything related to whatever we discussed till now, will be great to discuss. Or you want to share, like, about the content you wrote or something you want to share, you want to ask, it will be great. Just write in the chat if you want to ask something.
Okay, and I guess I wanted to ask. I mean, just before this last 4 or 5 slides, right? We told you guys about having, I mean, taking a keen look at what we're going to look. I mean, in the slides. So what did you really get from the last 4 or 5 slides? I mean, what do you think was the essence of it? Let's see if it was clearly delivered to you.
For me, it is like one root content can be written in many ways or can be used in many ways.
Okay,
In that way.
probably, yeah, you're right. Probably that would be a, I mean, 100 by 100 answer. And I mean, I don't know. I can't go to another person because they already got the answer now. Perfect. So yes, I mean that is the ideology behind the last 4 slides. So it is not just, I mean, thinking about different contents. It's about you having a root, and you can expand it as much as you want, right? And by the time you start expanding it yourself, people will start liking your content, and that one content, when probably out of your thousand, that one content will start expanding its own route. Okay, so that's basically the idea that we wanted to bring up here. And this is definitely going to be very much relevant for the tasks that we are going to give you as well. And you already have your own startups right now, right? And we had 4 of you guys who came up with your startups, and you have a tagline, and you can also come up with your own catchy title for it, and you know what your startup has to do, right? So for that, you guys can go ahead and think how, I mean, you can come up with contents to make it reach to a wider audience, so that people get to know about your startup that you have just created. Okay, and always try to relate it with whatever you are coming across. And yeah, so before we move on to further questions, I would like to answer Ria's question. Um, it was about, like, I mean, how to represent yourself when it comes to video making, right? It 100%, it basically depends. Okay, if you are a person who really want to, I mean, get ready with the course content for, let's say, for a technical session, right? If it has to be a technical course that you want to create, then probably you would need a high spotlighted, I mean, content of your screen share, wherein you do your, I mean, screen share and then code, and probably you just need a small uh, portion of the complete screen to represent yourself. And even if you are trying to like speak up directly, probably you need to have, not probably but definitely you need to have a, I mean, very good background, which is, I mean, which is really pleasant for the people to look at it, and then like, it has to gather all the attention towards you, because it's a technical topic, and if people get to divert themselves, it's not going to be a big use. So that's totally for a course creation video. But if you talk about a video which which you're going to create a content for a sports event, right? You don't have to really think of anything. You just need to go to a sports ground, and you just need to start recording videos of people, what they do, right? And when I say sports and the ground, you can actually come up with, a lot of ideas there. You just don't have to be so straightforward there. Let's say you go to a ground, you see, you want to target athletics. Okay, just consider, or probably I can get that from you. What do you want to target? Ria, please let me know what kind of content that you want to create by video. I can be more precise there. Okay, so until you type it out, probably I can just finish this off. So when I say sports and ground, right? Not only sports is going to happen there, not only athletics is going to happen there. There is probably small kids are playing, using their balls, and other people that they might be just playing kind of shuttle. Everything will happen around there. Though you are just trying to target your athletics, there is going to be other field events as well that are happening there. So you can, try to come up with more of a correlated thoughts, right? You can start capturing the videos of people who are coming from an external site, just for the sake of their entertainment. You can find out people who are doing their regular cleanups and such activities. You can also target upon those birds or some kind of animals which come into the track, and which might be causing funny activity there. So these are some kind of videos that you can start capturing, right? But primarily, if you are really focusing upon this athletic people, right? Every movement, for example, their warm up, their their practice, their some kind of within themselves, if they have some kind of a competition, you can just start taking videos of each and everything. And you really don't have to have a formula for those for these kind of videos. And if you are a self motivator, right? If you are a motivating person, you can just, you don't have to think anything. You just have to open up your selfie camera probably, and just talk to people. Just look at your your screen, and just talk to them. You really don't have to get ready with so much itself. But once you start getting in, this into your practice, right? Probably after a month or year, people will start suggesting you, hey, your contents are really amazing, and I wanted to be more specific to this and specific to that. And gradually, by using their by their inputs, you'll be able to improve your way how you present it, right? If you're just waiting for that way, that one way how you can present it, it's not going to happen very soon. And probably you will be fed up of coming up with that representation, instead of focusing on your actual content, right? Am I making sense, Ria? Awesome, awesome. And did you come up with your own scenario? If yes, we you can just post it there. If not, probably I can go to your next question quickly. Okay, no specific scenario then. All right, let me then answer your next question. Okay, what was it? How to make videos to showcase your talent and attract the audience. Okay, perfect. It's a good question, which probably every content creator who is a video maker will definitely have this. And before I answer you, I mean, let me just get my charger on. I'm so sorry. I'm just coming up with some noises. Cool. Thank you for your patience, guys. Yeah. So if you want to see, or maybe if you want to quickly understand how we could showcase the videos, right? For showcase your talent using videos. It's going to be even more simpler than what we discussed earlier. whatever you're talented at, you are definitely doing it regularly, right? So when you do something regularly, you're just going to document whatever you're going to do, and your way of documentation is going to be video, which is probably the best way to convey it to the people. Let's say you are a health wise, I mean, if you're a health related practitioner, or probably you're very much talented in showing your skills in your I mean gym, or probably if you think about some kind of cycling maybe, or anything it could be, right? So you can just start capturing it. Okay, and I guess, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead, yeah.
Good evening. I'm really sorry, but I lost my connection, so I couldn't hear whatever you said before.
Oh, okay. Do you remember what was the last point that I spoke?
Actually, I like for the past 15 minutes I couldn't hear you. So I
Oh,
tried.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, nice.
Where I
Uh,
can take that question which she asked last one. So
oh yeah,
basically,
go ahead, Devansh.
she asked just phrasing the question like how to create videos to showcase your talent, right?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, like if I take the example of dance, so if you're good in dancing, and what stops you basically is like you are to showcase to others. Basically, what will they say or criticize you, or you are afraid to release a whole video of your dance. So you can start with shorter clips of it. Like I'm just giving an example. Like whatever your talent is, you can take shorter clips of your video, or you can just take the outcome of that. If you are in cooking or something and you don't want to show the whole process, you can take the outcome, create an audio video for it. Like you are speaking and you are showing what you have done, and you can create like that. It will give you confidence, and you can release small clips on Instagram, like small or you can just start with stories itself. And if you are worried about the reaction or something, but I will suggest never worry about that. And once you gain the confidence, you can start your YouTube channel also if you want to release longer videos of
Actually,
dance or something.
yeah, actually, I post songs on YouTube and also on Instagram. So the issue is, I whatever I post, I don't show, like I don't make a video out of it. I clip the audio, I edit it, and just put a cover picture, and I post it.
Yeah,
So
great. So so basically this is the thing. So as we are discussing, what will be the right platform for you? If I take the example of yours only, so what will be the right platform? Because on YouTube, basically people watch for video and stuff. So Instagram will be a very good place, and you can also start with some audio channel also. Like you can make your channel itself and release a playlist on Spotify and stuff. And the way, like how you should do is, like if you're posting somewhere, like you're posting your songs on Spotify, then try to create content uh, for other platforms to boost your presence on Spotify. Like you have sung a song, so just create a poster of that or the feature image, and post it on Twitter, Instagram, and various places that I have released a new song on Spotify, and then it will help to redirect you people over there. Like if you will like put the song everywhere, then random people on that platform will go there. But focus on one platform which is suitable for your talent, and then try to put content for that on other platforms, like to boost the engagement. So did you got the point?
yes, yes,
Like so instead doing on YouTube, if you are doing on Instagram only, keep posting over there. Then create separate content to boost that also. Like post the link on Twitter, post it on Instagram separately, create images and stories for that. So it will help people to reach your original content. Because what happens if you post a song and then I just scroll above that and I can't listen to that, but you have something, a post in your story that can redirect me to the song, then more engagement you will get. So this is the thing.
okay, got it.
Yeah, that makes sense, Devansh. Yeah.
Yes. Do we have any other questions also? can't see the chat.
No, there are no other questions. But I mean, Ria, were you able to hear the complete, I mean, suggestion about your first question?
Yes,
Were
yes.
you there? Okay, perfect. And probably whatever Devansh told you right now is I mean, having one term probably Devansh would have missed, or probably I missed listening it from him. You might have heard about podcasts, right? So probably that is a very good platform for you, for the one that you're doing right now. You can do it across different I mean, you can do it across different mediums, but when you want to convert these all into video, I mean, you definitely have to probably think of capturing some moments. I mean, based upon what kind of music it is, you can try to capture some kind of moments like animals or birds or nature, whatever. Those can also be a way how you could come up with a video for your audio content.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I mean, being in first year, if you already have a practice of I mean, utilizing the platforms to put in your contents, it's something really appreciable. I really appreciate that. I mean, not everyone gets that motivation right from the beginning of their first year. It's really good that you have started it. And how about Jaren, Aditya, and uh, other people, Vishnu, other people and all, Surya? I mean, do you guys have some kind of interesting contents that you guys are already creating, or I mean,
Actually,
mm-hmm,
once I created memes
mm-hmm.
in Tamil,
Wow, nice.
but I stopped it.
Okay, okay. Probably memes is something that I really like to create as well. But yeah, I mean, as you said, it doesn't, I mean, take us so long since we are engaged in the other activities or not. But when it comes to content creation, probably memes are one of the best ways to convey, I mean, convey things. And how many of you saw one meme that was created regarding our, I mean, this recruitment? I guess Surya has seen it. Surya, want to talk? I mean, say something.
Yeah, it was regarding the recruitment process between the SRM students and the students from outside SRM. Like it
Yes.
was just a short and narrow path for them, short path for them to attain the goal, and it was a long one for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. And that meme was the only meme that we had. Probably, I mean, we would need a lot of memes coming up newly. So yeah, that's a good thing. I'm glad. I mean, you understood that. But I mean, did you get the exact meaning what we tried to say? That's more important, right?
Maybe it was like this that the long path is always not like, I mean, it's a difficult one, or but we can also learn so many things even if it takes a long time or it's a long shot.
Okay, something, yeah, something similar. But what exactly it was is that uh, you guys are aware of two different streams, right? What's happening here regarding this overall recruitment process? One is for you guys, SRM, and the other one is for people those who are outside SRM university. You guys are aware of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So basically, there is a 8 week program which is going to come up in. I mean, once you guys are onboarded into the team, like it is going to be a different type of session, which is for, I mean, which is for 8 weeks, right? And for the external people whom we do not know, I mean, by this college, you guys are all, I mean, we are all connected by college, right? So we just thought we can first take you people in, and once we take people in, and then we can let them participate in that as well. But the primary idea is that they can directly enter the 8 week program, and you guys have to definitely go through this process of recruitment, wherein we'll be filtering out people, and those specific people who are really passionate about taking this further in their I mean, from their, I mean, in their college life. We'll only pick them, and we'll be allowing them to enter into this 8 week program. Okay, so we just thought we could do that, and that was what we wanted to let people know. and we got interesting answers. I mean, we wanted to see how many of them really got that flow. I mean, if you guys would have gone through all the posts that we have been posting, definitely that meme would have really made sense to you people, and that's what we wanted to see. And we got some interesting answers, but I really doubt if everyone, if at least 4 or 5 people made it right. I guess 2 or 3 really did it well. Yeah, probably. If, I mean, as we said, by the end of the 8th week, if they're still, with us in this program, they'll definitely receive some kind of a bonus from us. Cool. And yeah, others. Yeah, Aditya, go ahead.
I just wanted to share that I am attracted towards that vlogging, like capturing my daily life and
Mm-hmm.
taking videos. But the main
Awesome.
issue is that I lack some expressions or that voice
Mm-hmm.
modulation or that editing features.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm facing these difficulties. I want to overcome this thing.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome. I mean, you have started realizing your points, right? You have started realizing what you want to improve and all. So feel free. I mean, this
Yeah.
is actually the first step that you've already taken, and I mean, with what we have spoken so far, I can see you're like speaking slowly, and you're expressing it well. I mean, though I'm not able to see your expressions, you're able to express by words. I mean, by words very well. So you don't have to really consider this to be a blocker. What I would say is just go ahead and start doing it. Okay. uh, I mean, you cannot expect right at the first day everyone to, I mean, look at your content, right? Slowly it will start increasing, so just feel free
No,
to
but
do it.
I've tried it. I have
Mhm.
tried it, but and
That's
then
great.
also I've showed it to my friends. But I said na before that negative comments, like they were also saying that where are you going in these fields? It's not for you and all.
Okay,
That's the
Yeah,
main.
Devansh, go ahead.
yeah, just to add, like Aditya, you said about the equipments and those things also. So, like, never in the content creation, like I have seen people becoming successful, and it is not about the success. Also, I want you to keep posting it. And at this stage, basically, what the comments you are getting is must be from your friends, or so they will always like. Not give you the actual response. Okay, so I will just suggest you to keep posting the content, and if you are enjoying, as you said that you want to share your life or whatever experience you want, so just keep sharing them, and let the audience like grow. And then once, then you will get the real thing. You will be getting the real comments from those people, not because the basically the friends or the college mates we have, they will just make a joke of you or something like that, but don't let it overcome your passion to do that thing. So basically this is the thing. And equipment and those things, like if you will post 25 videos, and you will think like, okay, the content is not about how good quality is, or quality of the video in the sense, but it is about what you are sharing or what you are telling. That is the main thing. And if it is good, then you can pursue it later also, and you can get good equipment. You can upgrade it later, but just now you can just share it. Keep like being consistent is the most important thing. So just keep sharing and don't worry about the comments. It is not a big deal. Like, you can ignore them. Yes, Bhaiya, you want to add something, you can add to this.
No, Devansh, you just made it very clear, and I'm sure Aditya would have got the essence of it. And yeah, by this we are almost coming towards the end of this session, and I believe we all can spare 15 minutes, and within which we can discuss as much as we want. And also we'll have to also reveal the tasks for you guys for before you come up to tomorrow's session. And tomorrow's session would be more of a hands-on, and you would also learn a lot about social media, and what are the different social medias and how we can utilize for each and every type of contents. And yeah, that's basically the overview, but I'm pretty sure you will have a lot of interesting stuff there. mm, yeah, Devansh, I mean, you're ready with the tasks, right? Devansh, you have it in your mind?
Yes, the tasks are ready.
Okay,
Basically,
perfect.
you have to just we'll be sharing the task tomorrow itself. But the thing is, like, you need to think of a brand or a startup, and you need to come with a name of it tomorrow. So the first thing is we will be discussing that what are the startups and what are the proper names you come up with, and then we will be discussing about the social media platform, and then we will be telling you the activity uh, which we you all have to do regarding that. And as I told you, it is related to the last segment we showed you, like how one tweet was written into different platforms. So it is related to something to that one.
Yeah, so just to add up there, I mean, probably this could be a hint for you guys to come up with the task tomorrow. So for tomorrow, I mean, this is not the actual task that you will be getting after completing tomorrow's session. That would be your major task. Okay, but before that, it's like a base that you're getting ready with. Okay, so in this one, you should probably consider yourself to be the owner of the startup, or probably you can consider yourself to be the content writer of your startup. Or can't say content writer because we are discussing about varieties of content. So probably you're a content creator in your startup. You can call it anything. You're a owner or a content creator. Okay, and you're going to I mean, probably come up with the content. It could be either a video, audio, written, voice. I mean, that's audio, and you can come up with your infographics or any kind of visual content. Whatever you can come up with, you can choose your way of doing it. Okay, but what is important is come up with a complete picture of what you are trying to do with that startup. Okay, so one of you came up with the education based startup, right? The learning one, right? And the tagline was also we work together and grow together, right? So for this one, you could come up with your own content, and you can choose the type of the content that you are very much interested to look forward, and try to like, I mean, express as much as possible about this. Okay, about your idea and how you want to bring in people, how you want to make a, I mean, community out of it, and how you're planning to ensure that the people are engaged, and how, I mean, what are some kind of events that you want to create, what are some kind of tools that you're going to use to come up with this community, and how is this community going to be really helpful for your audience. And from, I mean, what all other communities or people that were really inspiring for you to come up with this idea. And you can basically come up with a complete sketch, right? I mean, when I say complete sketch, don't think it as a very huge picture. Just do whatever is possible for you. Okay, at this moment, just you just have from today to tomorrow. You don't have to put up a very bigger perspective itself, but just come up with whatever you can. Probably think that you're messaging to someone, or think that you're talking in a video call to someone, or think that you're sending a voice note to someone. Think in that way and try to come up with your own type of content, right? When you talk a video call, it's a video content. When you talk a, I mean, when you send an audio note, it's the audio content, right? When you chat with someone, it's the textual content. So that's it basically. If you are, I mean, when you play the, I mean, I think I'm spelling it right, it's damsharat, right? I always miss this. Can you guys correct
Yes,
me?
yes,
Damsharat.
correct.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that one. So when you play that, you will be expressing something out of I mean, probably some kind of visual way you are trying to communicate it to them, right? So you can come up with any kind of this I mean, ways. Probably I'm getting too much into the answer itself, but no, I will not. So hope you got that perspective what you have to come up with tomorrow. And there is no limit as such. I mean, you don't have to compare yourself with what people are doing. Just come up with your own thoughts and ideas, and that's going to be the base for your actual task that we'll be giving you tomorrow. Are you getting it?
Um, excuse me.
Yes, Jaran.
Yeah, actually, I'm so sorry. I have some network issues and I'm not able to hear you all.
Yeah, no issues. The basic thing, like, you have to come up with a startup of your own, and you need to think of a tagline and a name for that. And other things related to that we will be telling you tomorrow as a hands-on experience, but it is related to the segment which I showed regarding the tweet. So basically, so if I tell you, we need to create content for various platforms, with the same ideology. Like the concept and theme will be same, but we will be posting on different platform. So yeah, the content structure will also be different. So just research about that today, and we will be telling you briefly about that tomorrow also.
Like any one of the method, or we should do article, blog, infographic, and video also. Something like
You can just choose one.
that.
Probably I can show you one quick snippet which I have with me, which can explain you. I mean, what exactly we are trying to ask. Devansh, do you have that macro content clip that I shared with you,
Yes, just
which
just
was from the growth school? Do you remember? Yeah.
yes.
So if you can, you share it, or maybe I can share it. Okay, let me share it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Probably this is what exactly we are looking for tomorrow. I mean, I shouldn't have actually come. I mean, told you this, but I really understand you guys are. I mean, I mean, just coping up with the content creation process. I mean, not everyone of you are well versed with creating contents, so probably this.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, perfect. So if you see this one, right, it what it basically says is the macro content. Okay, so basically, macro content is a long form of any content. Okay, it could be video or an audio, or it could be like the conversation that you're talking to someone, or it could be a Q&A that you might have had in your class or wherever. And I mean, it's basically the longer form of any content, any type of content. So you don't really have to focus on all these contents, but just any one of these, okay, which will act as your macro one. And from this macro, you will be able to come up with a lot of micro ones, which we will be, I mean, explaining tomorrow, like how to come up with it, and why should we come up with those micro contents. But basically for tomorrow, it's going to be macro content. So for the macro content is what we are looking for tomorrow for your own startups that you have just created. Okay, I guess I almost revealed what we want from you tomorrow, and from now, probably you really got a easier way to go ahead and explore how to come up with this macro content. So, yes, guys, I think we are all good to go with the task. What do you guys say? And probably before we wind up, we have something, one more very important thing, and which is also one of the contents that we are trying to gather. And probably once you guys are done with your questions or suggestions, we will just go and do that. And it's really a mandatory one because we have to generate contents, right? So yeah, cool then. Um, thank you so much, guys. It was really wonderful. Though the starting was a bit, I mean, slower. Probably it started with that boring content, right? That could be, that could have just got dragged. That boring video that we wanted to show you. Uh, but yeah, hope it was all interesting from there. And yes. And do you want to share how was this particular session today?
Yeah,
How
guys,
did
please
you feel
provide
it? I
you
mean, do you like it,
feedback. Like,
or do you think something has to be improved?
yes. Aditya, you can write any comment if you didn't like.
Awesome, nice, thank you.
Yeah, something like
Okay, so we have it
if
in
you want
comment
more
section. Right? Awesome.
examples or
Thank you, guys.
something.
Nice, nice. Thank you so much, guys. That really, I mean, gives us the boost, right? I mean, probably you could, I mean, you will definitely see a boosted up session tomorrow. It's going to be really more I mean, more boosted up from our side as well, because your feedback really matters a lot. Thank you so much, guys. We are really pumped up for tomorrow's session.